Hi, welcome to another episode of Mr. Marty. It's 7:20 a.m. I'm at here, the Inside the Bungalow. It's a coffee shop in downtown Mesa. It's a historic house that was converted into this coffee and pastry shop. It's absolutely awesome. There's a little courtyard outside there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's really nice. And then you got the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland painted on the back here, and it's just a really awesome place to have a cup of coffee, and that's my Call to Teach coffee mug. As you can see, it's sitting there with my cup of Joe for the morning, and I start my shift at 8 a.m. So I got a little bit of time here, but I started thinking about it, and going back to that coffee mug right here, the Call to Teach. Started thinking about that. What does that mean exactly? You know, you're called to teach. What does that mean? You know, you're called to be a teacher. And I think for me, that it's this, you have this desire to not just impart knowledge, but to actually watch that person grow and learn, and that you have something. You have a knowledge, a skill that you possess that person needs. And, you know, I get this all the time when I tell people, hey, I want to be an infant teacher, and I don't just want to be an infant teacher, but I want to be the best infant teacher at the best daycare in the United States, which happens to be Bright Horizons. I'm going to get another plug in there for Bright Horizons. And whether, you know, and people say, well, you know, you can't really teach babies, you know, it's not like, you know, a college classroom or high school or something, or even preschool. But I would argue, yes, you can teach babies. Babies are human beings, just like any, and they're learning. And no, they're not going to know mathematics tables, or, you know, if you want to sit there and, you know, talk about philosophy or something, obviously a baby, an infant, is not going to respond to those philosophical musings or the knowledge that you're trying to impart. But the fact is, you can teach babies, and I think any kind of teaching, you know, I love sharing things about Shakespeare. I think Shakespeare really speaks to the human condition. And I think no matter what the topic is, Shakespeare, I think, had something to say about just about everything. And what Shakespeare says about the human condition is worth knowing. It's worth learning. And I enjoy that. But I also enjoy watching a baby learn to crawl and learn to pull themselves up and, you know, start to talk, and everything's new to them, the world. And yeah, I feel called to teach. I always have, and I love imparting knowledge, and I want to do that in infant and toddler rooms, and especially the infants. I love the infants. Which, by the way, yesterday when I posted the video about how short time is, and you know how we need to focus on the positive. Well, I wanted, you know, one of those positive things. Have you guys ever been in an infant room? I mean, just curious. You ever been in a daycare, in an infant room, in which you've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 babies, you know, all ranging in age, you know, 4 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months. They're just getting ready to walk. You know, they're 12 months, maybe 13, they're 14 months. They're slow walkers. They're not actually walking yet. It's the most wonderful experience you could ever have, because these infants are new to the world. I mean, think about it. These little babies, 6, 7, 9 months old, they've only been here 6 months, 9 months, 7 months, and the world is new to them, and they love being here. You know, they don't watch the nightly news. They don't watch Fox News reports there's another terrorist attack, you know, and they don't know any of that, and they have no interest in it whatsoever. You know, they're giggly, and they're smiley, and they're like, hey, I'm here, Mr. Marty. What are we going to learn today? And what are we going to do? And, you know, there's nothing like that. In fact, I want to tell you guys something, really straight up. if you're having a bad day, and or if you're having like family issues or whatever, and you think that, you know, the world is terrible or whatever, and all these bad things are happening, and, you know, you got another dose of Fox News or whatever. I'm sorry to keep bashing that. It just seems like, you know, bad news. They should rename it the Bad News Network, because it's just nothing but bad news. But if you're having a bad day and you think, you know, the world is terrible, go into an infant room. Yeah, go to your local daycare and say, hey, I just want to go into an infant room, or I just want to watch the babies for a bit and watch the teachers with the babies, and you will see something there that really most of America really doesn't see. I wish we could bring cameras into infant rooms. Not all infant rooms. Probably some you wouldn't want to see on TV. But, you know, I wish we could do that and show everyone, hey, especially infant rooms in Bright Horizons. I've seen two now, one here locally in Mesa, and then the other in Utah. And it's amazing. The teachers are so caring, the babies are so happy, and when you go in there, you realize, wow, the world isn't a bad place. The world, yeah, there's bad things going on, and if I just sit in front of the TV all the time, or, you know, watch reruns of, you know, Schindler's List or Saving Private Ryan or whatever, and, you know, cataloging these ghastly horrors, it's like, hey, the world is not a bad place. When you go into an infant room and you spend time with babies, you realize that the world is an awesome place, and those babies are there, and they want to learn, and they want to be loved, and they want to give love back, and it's really an amazing experience. Well, it's my 2 cents as I'm having my morning cup of joe and trying to get awake, and I'm going to go out and write some parking tickets, and I thought the little Mad Hatter would be appropriate. But anyways, I'm here at Inside the Bungalow, the best, let me show you around here, Inside the Bungalow. There's Betty, the owner. She's kind of shy, but Betty's kind of, Betty's awesome. Betty wrote me this glowing review, this reference, that is just incredible, as so did everyone else. So anyways, until next time, my friends, this is Mr. Marty signing off. Have an awesome day.